My next patron question is from the Ocean Hunter, who wants to know about something streaming services should do. One of the biggest things I love about DVDs and Blu-rays is that they have bonus features full of behind-the-scenes content. As such, the main problem I have with streaming services like Netflix, Disney Plus, or Hulu is that they just have the movies with no features. Because of this, do you think that streaming services should put their original movies on DVD so individuals like me can have the option of watching the behind-the-scenes on the movie? Before I get into the main part of the question, I want to talk about the lack of bonus features on streaming services. Yes, it's true that Netflix in particular does not seem to invest in bonus features for their movies and series outside of the occasional behind-the-scenes documentary. In the case of licensed films and shows, it's because the rights holders only give them the movie and episodes with no added bells and whistles. With their own in-house productions, they have to create those themselves, and for whatever reason, Netflix does not have much incentive outside of promotional material. Disney Plus, on the other hand, does have bonus features for some of the movies on there. For example, if you go to the Extras section for Star Wars The Last Jedi, you'll find several deleted scenes, a feature-length documentary on the making of the film, and even Rian Johnson's audio commentary. The large majority of films on there don't have bonus features, but like I said, some do. Something I find misleading on Disney Plus, though, is when you see this trailer button. A few times, if you click on that, you'll get the actual trailer for the movie, but most of the time it just plays you a minute-long clip taken from a random part. I have no idea why Disney Plus calls that a trailer. The original theatrical trailer or television promo should at the very least be included with every movie. A streaming service that does an exceptional job of providing bonus features is the Criterion Channel. More often than not, they will have all the bonus features from the official Criterion disc of the film, making it an incredibly valuable resource, especially for lovers of classic movies. So a few streaming services have bonus features, but that does not seem to be a priority for Netflix. And when you look at physical media discs these days, you can tell studios have cut back dramatically on the number of bonus features on them. Nowadays, you might get audio commentary as well as deleted scenes and the occasional documentary. But even though Blu-rays have more space than DVD to include material, it does feel like they have less features than 2-disc special editions back in the day. I don't tend to watch the special features as much these days because they're usually promotional featurettes that recite the plot and talk about how amazing everyone was to work with only a few pieces of information about the actual making of the film. Now, I do think streaming services should release more of their films on physical media, especially when there now appears to be that risk of yanking them off the service. Sometimes Criterion does make deals with streaming services to put their films on Blu-ray. The Irishman, The Power of the Dog, Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio, and Roma are a few of them that Netflix has licensed to Criterion. These are all Oscar-nominated films from prestigious directors, so there was an added incentive to make them available in that format. I'm surprised streamers don't make more of these licensing deals with the boutique labels that now exist out there, as that would be an additional way to make money. I'm still waiting for Klaus to get a Blu-ray release from Shout Factory, for example. Nimona would also be nice to have. Sometimes the producers of the film itself retain home media rights and put the film on disc themselves. Sony has done well in that regard, as streaming releases they have produced, like The Mitchells vs. the Machines, Vivo, El Camino, a Breaking Bad movie, and even The Crown, have been issued on Blu-ray. However, you also have cases which are just confusing in their lack of physical media release. Coda won the Oscar for Best Picture almost 2 years ago, and yet, if you want to buy the movie on Blu-ray, you have to import one from Italy. If someone absolutely loves Coda and is in the mood to watch it, their only options are ordering the Italian Blu-ray or sign up to Apple TV Plus every time. Joe Coen's The Tragedy of Macbeth is another one I'm surprised still has no physical release. This is an acclaimed film from a major director, which did get a theatrical release from A24, and yet still no announcement from Apple or A24 or Criterion about a Blu-ray. Sofia Coppola's On the Rocks, another A24 Apple production, got one, so I'm surprised Macbeth is still absent. So as you can see, I support streaming services allowing their films to be released on physical media after a period of time. It will be an additional way to generate revenue, whether they handle it themselves or license it to a company that specializes in physical media, and would even lead to greater access to the films they released. And if there are special features that dive deeper into the making of the film, that's an added bonus for those interested in learning more about the production. Thank you for your question, Ocean Hunter.